I would actually love it if America were to be knocked out by Mexico in the World Baseball Classic. And hear me out. I myself am half American. I lived there for about six months of my life, and when it comes to supporting America at sporting events, that sort of falls to a lower priority. I primarily support England and then perhaps the Germans. But in this specific case, I believe America are the bullies of baseball. I believe they are self proclaimed world champions. They believe that they are the best at every sport, at their own sport. They operate under this false worldview in which they believe that they are superior to anyone else. They believe that there is no country that exists that could challenge them, that could compete against them. However, they are mistaken. And the only year they have emerged victorious at the World Baseball Classic was 2017. Granted, they played really well, but every time they compete against other nations that are striving to do the ironical, that are striving to do the unimaginable and dethrone the USA. Because naturally, the USA fields the best team, and we all know they have an abundance of talent and have great coaches. However, beating them at their own sport in their own country is just doubly fulfilling and satisfying. And having lived in Europe and having that understanding or the European mentality, knowing that, hey, Europe is a continent filled with a lot of countries. America is a continent, yes, that has Canada to its north, Mexico to its south. How America is so vast and rich and culturally diverse, yet they still operate under this belief that they are the world, right? In their own sport, that they rule everything. And so every time when they play at the World Baseball Classic and they falter, I sit there in the corner and quietly smile, knowing that justice was done in some shape or form and that I can breathe a sigh of relief, because America taunting the world every time they win the World Championship, the team goes out on the air and says, we are the world's best, when in actual fact, when it matters most, they have nothing to show for it. In the 6 tournaments of the World Baseball Classic, ever since it originated, I believe in 2003, America have only won once, as I mentioned, 2017. Japan has won 3 times, Dominican Republic has won once, and now 2026, the 6th edition is upon us, and Mexico, with a win within a 4 or 5 run margin against Italy, can knock out the United States, and that would be so fitting. I want to also touch upon one thing, two things actually. Carl Riley's decision not to shake hands with Randy Rosarina. Like, I get the competitiveness and the eagerness to win, but does it really come at a cost of ignoring, not showing any form of respect to your fellow athlete? I mean, it's common courtesy in sports to shake hands before the match, to nod to the umpire, to nod to the pitcher, sort of as an acknowledgement, as a form of acknowledgement. But tell me, the guy who finished second in the MVP voting, American League, who hit the most home runs, he didn't have the courtesy, the balls, to even shake a Rosarina, who's his teammate in Seattle, his hand? Help me understand that. And also, Tyreek Skubal, what's going on there? You pitch for your country, it's an immense indication of pride, and then you just leave. Now, I get you didn't want to injure yourself, you wanted to return to the Tigers to, potentially do well. But bro, this is a once in a 3-year opportunity. The window is very small for a pitcher, and there's only a finite amount of time in which this can occur again. Tyreek Skubal, don't get me wrong, he's one of the world's best pitchers. But help me understand. Did I just say world's best? Oh, now I'm starting to think that America is... when it comes to players, you can make that argument, but team is a different thing because it's a team sport. So, I don't know. It's a difficult one, but I think a lot of people can get where I'm coming from.